Hi, my name is Matthew Belisario. Welcome to another edition of the Belisario Sonic YouTube channel. Today, I wanted to do a video on this idea of band images, presuppositions that people have on bands, and artistic freedom. So the title of today's video is Band Image and Artistic Freedom. And the thing that really brought this on today is I was online looking at some CDs, and I saw that Mark Kelly had a new solo record out, who is the keyboard for Marillion. If most of you out there who are Marillion fans know what I'm talking about. So he puts out this new record, I think came out in November of last year, and I was online looking at it, and I went down, like I always do, to check out the reviews and just see what people had to say about it. And I just was blown away by a couple of negative comments on there. And the thing that drives me crazy about a lot of these people is that they have a preconception of what they think this album has to sound like before they buy it. So this guy goes on there, apparently orders a CD, and he's like, I tried to listen to this thing 3 times. I've been a Marillion fan for so many years, and this and that. And, he's upset because it doesn't sound like Marillion. And there's a couple of reviews on there like that online, where these people are automatically assuming just because Mark, who's a keyboard for Marillion, that he's going to do a record that has to sound like Marillion. So it kind of stuck in my craw a little bit. And being a musician myself, I don't think a lot of people understand the effort that goes into making music and the effort that it takes to come up with something new. These people drive me crazy. You talk to them and, I got the new so and so album. It doesn't sound like the other one. I don't think it's any good. Do you want the people to write the same song over and over every single time? Because if you already have the CD, you can play that over and over again and listen to the same song if you like that song so much. Why in the world do you expect the same guy to write the same song over and over and over again? I'm sorry, it just drives me insane to think that people are so myopic and so closed-minded that they won't give any kind of new music a chance to listen to it and judge the music based on the music itself and not what you already have preconceived in your head. Because you liked an album by a particular band, you expect that the band has to put out an exact duplicate the next time it comes out. And it's so it just drives me crazy. It's like you don't allow the band image, and this is part of the record company's fault, I think, to an extent, because the record companies have to market an image, and they have to have this sound that goes along with the image. So and don't get me wrong, there are some bands that have done very well on that, of writing the same songs over and over for 30 years. AC/DC, may I say no more. I can't buy another AC/DC record. I'm sorry. I can listen. There's a few of my favorite records. I'll stick them on and I listen to them. I like those songs. But guess what? You can't recycle the same 3 or 4 chord songs and the same rhythms over and over again for 30, 40 years and expect me to get excited about it. Now, some people, they want to put on the new AC/DC record and listen to it. Hey, knock yourself out. But don't the thing that drives me crazy is the people that criticize bands for trying to step out and do something new, rather than the same old thing over and over again. So, if you're, an AC/DC fan and you love the new record, great. Nothing wrong with that. But what I'm trying to say is, if next year AC/DC wanted to come out and do something a little bit different than what they've done for the past 40 years, I sure as heck wouldn't fault them for that. And I would listen to the album and base it on what they actually did at that particular time for that particular record. And for me, it gets old when they do the same stuff over and over again. I'm sorry. Even if you're in the same genre, you have a lot of different things you can explore and do. So I think that this is a problem today, especially in the way music is marketed, that it's basically a band image and the band has to fit within this little box that the record company's created for them, and then all these myopic people can go out and buy their records. Well, and really no one's buying records anymore, but he's stealing off the internet. Another thing that makes me mad, when these people will not go buy a record and sit down and listen to it. I mean, how much more simple-minded can you get, where you're only listening to your favorite songs that you pluck out off the plate, off of Spotify, and you have, I mean, it's so close-minded. So the thing that I would like to stress on this video is, when you buy a new CD of your favorite band, sit down and listen to the music based on the music itself, and not based on your preconceived ideas of what you think the band should do, of what you, based on the record before, this favorite song that you had on that record. Now you want one it's almost exactly alike on the new record. Why? There might be something better on the new record that's different, completely different. And I think we should be encouraging bands to do new things, to come out with and try new ideas, and not the same old rehashed stuff, especially in the rock genre. How many of the same 3-chord songs can you write? It's, it gets old after a while. So that's why I really appreciate a lot of jazz records. As you can see behind me, I'm a big fan of all genres of music. I listen to all of it, almost all of it. I listen to jazz, I listen to blues, I listen to rock, progressive rock, classical, chant, some opera even, folk music, old traditional country music, new country music, art, rhythm and blues, you name it, I've got it. I listen to it all, and I appreciate all the different genres of music. And I even appreciate some of the artists that like to step back and forth between different genres and try different things. To me, that's what artistic freedom should be, is that, if I want to do I think some artists should just do different genres. I mean, and this is why this guy here, Steven Wilson, and not every single thing, I do have things I like better than others that he's done, but I appreciate everything he's done, and I can put on any of his CDs and I can sit through the whole thing and actually enjoy them all. And there's certain ones that I enjoy better than others, but none of them, not one thing he's ever done that I can say I've heard. And I've got most of his stuff, most of the Porcupine Tree stuff, and I've got most of his solo stuff. And you know what? I enjoy that when I get the new CD and put it on, it's not going to be a rerun of the last thing he just did. And I'm looking forward to his new album coming out. He's doing more a kind of an electronic type of stuff on this new record, from what I've heard, on what I've seen on YouTube with his videos. And that's probably not my favorite genre of music, as electronic stuff. I like real instruments and the sound of real guitars and acoustic instruments and pianos. I like those traditional instrument sounds, violins and real strings and all that kind of stuff. But I can appreciate, based on what I've heard so far, on what he's doing on this record, that's something new. It's something he hasn't done before. And that's why hats off to Steven Wilson, that he can actually step out and do different things and try different things, and whatever he's into at that particular time, that he can go make a record that he's really into, and you can listen to it, and I don't have to, I think with Steven Wilson, I don't expect to hear the same thing on the new record that I heard on the last one. I don't expect it. And to me, it's refreshing. It's like, what's he going to come up with this time? What's he going to do this time? What's he into right now? Oh, wow, I didn't really think of that. Maybe I'm going to use some of the ideas from this record on something that I'm going to record for my own music. And I think that that's refreshing, that I can go and there's certain artists that I can get new ideas from that I never would have gotten had he done the same record again and again, over and over. So that's my rant here for this little video, is that, look, artistic freedom and originality and creativity trumps band image. And I think that the thing I like about Steven Wilson is his band image is, I have no I have no musical pattern that I have to follow. I have no his band image is diversity, and I think that's refreshing. So we'll talk to you next time on the next Belisario Sonic video. Take care.